In 2020, nearly 65% of deaths in the state were caused by firearms. Local activist J.B. Williams is working to reduce the amount of violent crimes in the OKC Metro. Jason Doyle joins us on how those efforts are being implemented. Jason.
Taylor, the Oklahoma City hip-hop artist has been personally impacted by violence, and he wants to ensure others get the help they need while providing hope for a better community.
Put your hands together for the executive director, J.B.
J.B. Williams is used to hearing applause while on stage, but this day is a little different. He's now leading a grassroots organization called Live Free OKC.
Our goal is to, reduce violent crimes, gun violence in our community significantly this year.
You could say Live Free OKC's mission is personal to Williams. He got the call in 2001 from his mother that his brother was shot.
So I got to the hospital Sunday night. I remember being there all night Sunday, and everybody's just like traumatized. He was 16.
My pen moves. I'm really trying to heal wounds. Yeah, an eye for an eye can make the whole world blind. What would I decide if I go back and press rewind?
Williams says if it wasn't for someone stepping in to take him out of that traumatic situation of his brother's killing back then, he wouldn't know where he would be today.
Seeing the effect it had, the immediate effect, the thoughts of retaliation, the anger, and having somebody come and intervene and provide some intervention for me really helped me.
As a kid, I never smiled. Funny how the pain can affect you as a child.
Obviously, his music has been a way to deal with the trauma of losing his brother to gun violence.
My outlet was my music, to talk about it, and and then it just developed into other things. And so now I'm at a point in my life where I feel like this is something that I could really do, and not just tell the stories and spread the message and be a voice, but actively play a role in reducing gun violence now.
And now he's trying to make a difference in the community where he grew up.
We're starting right here on the east side where I grew up, Ward 7. This is where our pilot is, and the goal is obviously to branch out, but it's important that we start here where I'm from and where I have the most connection and in my community.
And I am a peacemaker. Man, what a dope day. This is
Michael McBride, commonly referred to as Pastor Mike, is the executive director of the National Live Free USA organization.
Live Free is a part of a national ecosystem of violence intervention, credible messengers, organizers, peacemakers who have honed strategies that focus on the less than 1% of a city's population that drives about 60% of our violence.
McBride says Live Free OKC will use data to help identify people who are at the highest risk of being shot or shooting someone else. The organization then makes a tailored intervention for that individual.
It allows us to get involved in their life and offer them some alternatives to violence, to deal with their conflicts, some opportunities to get them perhaps off of the kind of underground economy activity that may get them more connected to violent activity. It gives them a chance to get therapy.
My little cousin out here crippin'. I wish he wasn't. I just wanna take him on the road, show him something better. He gotta learn it on his own.
In 2022, the Oklahoma City Police Department worked 74 homicides. 73% of those killings involved a firearm. 13 of those homicide victims were known to have gang involvement, while 11 of those arrested as murder suspects also allegedly belonged to a gang. McBride notes that even the hardest gang member is searching for peace.
The hardcore guys are waiting on us. You'd be surprised. A lot of us have this image of, individuals in our communities not wanting help, right? But the overwhelming majority of the individuals we work with across the country take the help when it's offered to them in a concrete way. They take it.
When there are issues of violence and disruption in any situation, the way in which you get to peace is through relationship and collaboration. That's in any situation.
Jabbar Shumate with the Oklahoma City Urban League believes Live Free OKC will bring together those trying to break the cycle of violence in their community with those who need help to get out of that cycle.
We can give people the kind of things they need to develop so that they can be talented in the workforce. They can get better housing. They can not return to some of the same issues they face for their life. So I see this as transformational at its best, the work being done here.
Williams says Live Free OKC will make a difference and hopes that difference spreads throughout the city and the state.
Everybody wants peace. Nobody's gonna stand up and say, nah, I kinda like gun violence. You know what I'm saying?
Got me tripping on the murder rate. Thank God my homie beat a murder case.
JB Williams says just days after Live Free OKC was launched last week, other communities within Oklahoma City reached out to him to learn more about the violence intervention program.